Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark Fate movies.
I'm Brian. I like Hallmark Fate movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark Fate movies, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Hi, everyone. How are we? We're doing well?
Oh, man. Couldn't be better, Bran.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A double movie week this week, bro.
It is a big week.
Does that
The
feel good?
big
It's a
week.
big
Feel like
week.
you're warming up for 2 months from now?
Yeah?
Oh yeah, we got to dip our toes
Can you
in here.
believe
We've been
in
out of season.
2
here.
months from today, we'll be in the
Christmas.
countdown to Christmas season. Actual new movies. That's so
Finally.
stupid.
Lord willing.
Yeah,
Creek
it's
don't
Creek
rise.
don't
Willing.
rise.
That's
We
right.
haven't gotten
God
the official
forbid.
schedule yet, which, by the way, it's almost time to start putting those. Do we want to start doing a bet now? We
Yeah,
want to get
I know. I've learned my lesson. It's always a Thursday. I've learned that lesson. I'm not messing around here. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go Thursday,
Oh, we're
September 18th.
Oh boy.
All right.
So I'm going.
Let's see.
Just put it on the
Thursday?
board
All
right now.
just for the. I'm going Friday, obviously. The 19th.
I'll go Wednesday the 17th.
Look at that. Aaron,
Wow.
you got a bet?
Aaron, do you have a bet? Do you have a dog in this fight? Not that we
No,
would
we don't
ever-
condone.
We
no.
don't.
We would never. Yeah. Man, that
Yes.
stings.
All are welcome.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's an all play.
You can. How about this? You tell us, and then if you're right, we will say you can't participate.
Yeah. How about that?
My guess would be the 18th.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Thursday,
Smart,
okay.
smart guess.
Well,
All right.
Aaron's birthday tomorrow, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna hold off, but I guess happy early birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
To you.
What
Yeah.
were you going to hold off for? The
Well,
next
we'll do
day?
it tomorrow's
Well, on the
episode.
actual birthday.
on the actual birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, we got an episode coming out then too, don't we? Yeah.
Well, I want to get ahead of it.
You don't want to get.
No, you won't.
We are talking the third of three.
Pre-record that one.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure you definitely remember my birthday.
Yes.
for sure.
Yes, we do.
It's on the calendar.
It's
I
on
don't
the
know how we would forget it.
It is time for the third of three special events. Providence falls. Will Providence still fall?
Dude, I
That's
think
the
Providence
question.
is going to fall.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, like Pompeii. It's
Yeah.
going down.
Olympus
Yeah.
fallen,
Falling for sure.
etc. Really quickly before we
Rome?
dive in, Dan, I understand that you had an eventful weekend.
Oh, the best weekend.
Yeah.
24 hours total in St. Louis, Missouri with my family. It was my
For what?
To see the Cardinals play the Yankees,
Okay.
as you do.
Yeah, that's
and
what
I'll
you do.
eat Emo's Pizza and Italian food on the hill and Ted Drew's frozen custard and to curse Frontier Airlines.
Yes.
Oh
Up and
no.
down.
Another airline
Share
story.
your
I
share your
love
Frontier
this.
stories.
You sound like you don't want to hear it, Brian.
I didn't know about this, so this is great.
I will say this: I am done. I'm done. I'm done with
Welcome
ever
to the
flying
highway, my friend.
Frontier Airlines ever. It was the only way to get up there and back in a reasonable amount of time, in the time we
And
had,
a reasonable amount of money.
And I would rather walk. I've done. It's 3 different trips, so 6 flights in 10 years. 2015, 2022, and then this year. And I've never had a flight leave on time, not once. This one though, we started boarding and we got in the boarding tunnel and we're lined up.
Yeah.
And someone comes out and goes, "Maintenance has to service the bathrooms, and if you could just sit still." So we're in Atlanta.
Like, did it catch them
notoriously-
off guard? Like, why?
I don't.
Where was the
No.
miscommunication here?
Listen, we sat down in a notoriously cool Atlanta, Georgia tunnel in between the airport
Yeah,
and the
those are
airplane.
very comfortable.
In a notoriously clean environment. We're sitting on the floor for an hour until they make us go
no.
back into the airport.
What?
Why'd they finally make you go back into
They
the
were
airport?
like, well, maintenance isn't done yet. So I don't know what was going on in that area. And then they announced, we're going to board the plane shortly, but be advised there are going to be no restrooms on the flight.
Sure.
And I was like, you can't do that. Like,
wait, so
think
they
of
they never did maintenance.
So
Which
clearly
what,
they couldn't
couldn't
fix
get
it.
couldn't
so
get
then
maintenance.
we board like an hour, 2 hours
There's not
late.
a single working bathroom on this plane.
I get on the plane. I'm like I see kids everywhere.
Yeah.
That's where you fly. You fly because the kids, it's so cheap.
Well, you
and
fly the kids.
I ask someone and they're like, well, the front one doesn't work at all, but the back one is working, but no sink. So listen, it was an hour and 7-minute flight, but it was hell on earth. And I just don't understand.
You can't tell people they can't use the restroom.
No,
you can't.
Can't do it. You just fundamentally cannot do it. And then we had the exact.
I know we're in the air, but it's
No.
still America, right? Like I can still
That's
use
right.
the restroom.
It's our air.
The next day, we had the exact same airplane, exact same crew,
Yeah.
restrooms working.
Oh, thank God.
At that
Magic.
point,
They got it fixed.
And then we sat for an hour delay on the way back, at which point the pilot said, the reason we've been sitting for an hour delay is we've been waiting for passengers on another Frontier flight to catch this as their connector.
Oh, no.
I'm sitting across the road from a group of folks that need to connect to go to Miami, and
Yeah.
they're not going to make it now because we've been waiting on this connector.
Well, hopefully
And then
their connector waits for them.
Exactly.
the
to-
pilot, which I'm
that
calling
works.
pilot TMI, then says we weren't just waiting. That flight we were waiting on, they had problems with the bridge
Yeah.
opening.
Sure.
They couldn't everyone
connect.
else has mastered docking and the bridge and everything. In Frontier, it's just like, all hell breaks
We
loose.
have to what?
Literally Frontier Airlines slogan should be, we'll make the time up in the air. We'll make the time up in the air. Frontier Airlines, we'll make the time up in the air. Look, Allegiant and Spirit are luxury liners compared to Frontier. Never again, ever. Aside from that, a dream trip. My boys got to see Aaron Judge hit a home run.
Sure.
The food was amazing. The time in St. Louis, where I used to live, was wonderful. So
Love
great
that.
time. Great
Get a
time.
rewards Frontier card?
I did not.
man.
Would not. Not worth it.
Imagine what you could do with those
Yeah.
points. Frontier
Use the
Airlines.
Discount den.
We're banking on a tailwind.
That's right. Yeah.
That's funny. Well, it was your fate. There's nothing we can do about
Yeah,
that.
Nothing to do about
true.
it.
Can't
Speaking
change it.
of fate, let's talk about Providence Falls Thief of Fate. It is the third of 3 special events.
Yep.
It originally premiered on August 16th. I am in the fall mood. Guys, I had a pumpkin spice donut from Krispy Kreme
You
this
did?
weekend because they're out.
How'd it
They
go?
are.
Hey!
What were you doing there? It was like Frankenstein
I'm
or a
happy
robot?
is
or-
what I'm trying to say.
And then PSL comes out around the corner, doesn't
I
it?
know.
About a
I
week?
think, yeah, like
Week from today.
Yeah.
Week from tomorrow? I don't know.
Which, by the way,
BT
if
dubs.
you're in Salt Lake City, can we talk about this?
Oh,
If you're in
yeah.
Salt- if you're in Salt Lake City,
If you're a fan of Who What When, our public radio podcast here in South Carolina,
That's right.
and
If-
you're in Salt Lake City, Utah,
A lot of different locations.
That's right.
We're doing a live Who What When.
that's right, for a bunch of public radio execs in a bar.
That's right. On the 27th.
The 27th.
Maybe we'll give you more information if we're allowed to.
Message us if you're in the Utah area.
Yeah, if
Come
you're in
see us.
yeah. Show us where the best coffee
If
shops
enough people show up, we'll do a Deck the Hallmark episode too.
are. We won't ask. We'll just do it.
on the public radio's dime. We'll just
Yeah.
be like, you can stay afterwards for a Deck the Hallmark.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
All right. Providence Falls, Thief of Fate, August 16th, 2025. I want a little something like
And when
this.
we say a bar, I mean,
Yeah.
you can. There's only one in Salt Lake.
I think
right?
there's
You can
one
just
tops.
pick, yeah, you just
Yeah.
pick it. That's right. Sorry. Whenever you're ready.
Cora is dreaming of the olden times with Liam once again. She wakes up in a hospital room. She tells her dad and Suzette about what she remembers from the night before. Akon, I had to thought about Akon and smack that. It was a whole thing. Anyway, Aegon is at a bar and Bale comes in and sits down next to him. He lights his drink on fire, which so cool. And if your job here is to get me to not cheer for the baddie,
You're doing a poor job. That's
not
right.
doing a good job. Love him. Tells him that he's just here to give humans a choice. And this Bale, I tell you what, he's up to no good, and I love it. He then goes to talk to Suzette. He tells her that her job isn't done yet. He knows that she's developing a little crush on Finn, and he wants to use that to his advantage. Cora gets home and is surprised to see Liam. When she walks inside, she sees a ton of flowers, all left by Liam. Liam is doing a horrible job of not shooting his shot. He's incapable of it. Finn is at Suzette's coffee shop. They talk about the unmistakable bond that Liam and Cora seem to have, and the sparks begin to fly between the two of them. What will that become? Who can say? Cora comes back to work, and her and Liam are working on the case of the rum runners. I don't know what their name is again. But anyway, guess who the lawyer is for Magnus? It's Bale. And turns out he's a good lawyer. He, I guess, did a really good job on the bar and is really crushing it. He knows all the ins and outs. After that meeting, Bale tells Liam that there's always another side if he's interested. Liam wants to tap Magnus's phone, but this is not exactly legal. But that's not going to stop Liam, you crazy cat. Cora invites Liam over for some Italian food and wine. Naturally, it ends with him pulling her chair towards him, and then they end up kissing hard. Good Lord, guys. This is getting out of hand. He asks Suzette to help him clone Magnus's phone because I guess that's something that she's would be open to doing. I don't know. Which she does. And when Cora finds out about this, she's very upset. She keeps having dreams about Liam from the good old days and finally confronts him about it. And he just basically is like, you guessed it. Limbo, angels, reincarnation. You guessed it.
You nailed
all
it.
of it.
You nailed
it. Once again, she handles it honestly really well, all this information. And he tells her that her destiny only happens with Finn. Meanwhile, Finn shoots his shot with Suzette, asks her out on a date in Seattle. They're about to kiss, but she gets a text from the cloned phone to meet at the state park in 10 minutes. So Finn rushes off to do that, but before doing that, he comes back and he kisses her. Yay, we love it. When Liam and Liam finds out about this text as well, and so they go to the state park, and Magnus is dead. Finn's nowhere to be found. She's concerned about him, but gets a text that he's gone ahead to Seattle. We'll be back in a couple weeks for his stuff. Cora thinks it's suspicious, despite the fact that Liam over there was pumped about this text message. They go to check on him. He's gone. Aegon shows up and finds out that Cora knows the truth about Liam. Liam asks for just a little bit more time to find Finn. He really thinks that he can do this. And at this point, Aegon realizes that Liam may be changing. He's actually not selfish anymore. He's doing selfless acts. What a guy. They go to talk to Suzette, and she comes clean that she's been working for the other side in hopes of getting a clean slate. She used to be a cat burglar in Paris, and now she just wants to have a clean slate. But she's starting to care for Finn and really wants to, throw caution to the wind and try to save this guy. Long story short, Chief Boyd, Matty Finocchio, he's a baddie. He's been doing all sorts of bad stuff, heading up this crime syndicate, and he was smuggling some stuff in a mine where they also find Finn. Chief Boyd tries to shoot at them, but he's able to escape. They go out there. They're talking to him by the falls. Is this Providence Falls, you think?
I think it would have to be.
Providence
Falls,
It's got to be Providence Falls. He then shoots at Finn. Liam jumps in front of him. Boom. He's hit. And it's at this point that Brendan Penny shows up. He's Gabriel, the angel. And he's basically like, hey, let's just let them decide. So they do. And they decide, Liam and Cora decide that they're going to be soulmates. And they celebrate by kissing. Fast forward 1 year. Honestly, worked out great. Her nonprofit is expanding. Cora and Liam are now married. Finn and Suzette seem to be together. And Cora and Liam celebrate by kissing some more as the crowd looks on. And that, my friends, was
Providence Falls, Thief of Fate.
We did it.
Ooh,
Special event.
Baddie Finocchio.
Baddie
is good.
Finocchio's great.
Oh, that's
really
a
It's really
great
good.
name.
Chris and Jambardino in the chat.
Let's take a
Yeah.
break. We're going to come back. We're going to break this movie down with, I'm going to propose 4 segments.
I love that for a
Personally,
second.
here on, can I get
Deck
a
the
third?
Hall-
Aye.
Deck the
Deck the
Hallmark.
Hallmark.
Welcome back, everybody. We're talking Providence Falls, Thief of Fates, the third of 3 special events. How special were they? How special was this one? That's what we're going to talk about right now with the hot take, as we share exactly how we felt about this movie and the special events as a whole. I will start with you, Bri Guy. Bri, we did it. Providence Falls in the books. What are your thoughts?
I would say it was indeed a special event. They labeled this perfectly. I really like this all the way through. I feel like it finished strong, which is a risk, when you're doing a series like this. Like,
It's a risk to finish strong.
Yeah, you could fade out. You could not
Yeah.
live up, like with the first
Yeah.
one being so good, 2 delivered, and then 3, really could have bobbled it. But they, I feel like, finished really strong. And I'm a big Penn head, so seeing Brendan Penny on screen really works for me all the time. I feel like there are a couple of things about this that when I look at it, I'm like, it's not a criticism, but it's like a
Heaven forbid.
Lord willing. Well, first of all, this does not work in Limbo's case for staying open. Like
No.
basically you don't need Limbo,
No.
obviously. Like things are going to kind of figure themselves out, it seems, without Limbo getting involved. So maybe it does shut down and that's fine. The other thing that really struck me was at the end there where Gabriel comes in and basically he's like, you guys, you've been doing this for a while. We've been going hundreds of years trying to figure this out. You brought me in finally. You ran up the flagpole. And he's like, whatever you guys decide.
That's fine by me.
So, and it ended up working out just fine. So I was sort of like, part of me was like, this kind of could have been an email type of thing
Easily
a
could
long
have
time
been
ago.
a heavenly email. Yes.
But also like, you hire good people and you just let them cook.
That's right. He didn't
and
micromanage.
Right, yeah.
Gabriel's not going to micromanage.
He's got good people and let them do what they think is best. And so
course.
it's sort of a case for that as well. But what I really do hope is that, and if you fast forwarded through my hot take just to get to the end, to get to the real ones, I hope you catch
as
this
we
part.
do. Yeah.
Please,
Two 30-second click ahead, and
That's
here
right.
we are.
Here we are.
I really do hope people latch onto this, even though it's already aired. Like, I hope that people find it and watch it because I think it was really good, and I really had a fun time with this, and I hope they do more like this, and that more people discover it. And that's what I have to say about it.
That's your hot take.
Yes. It's good. It's a good special event. I feel like we've all talked about it over the past 3 weeks about, the more you think about the fate and the stuff, the reincarnation, all of that, you don't really want to think about it because it's pretty easy to poke holes in. What this special event has is the chemistry of
Katie Stevens and Lachlan Cornby.
the Cornby. This chemistry is nuts, and somehow it keeps getting better. Like every special event, there is a scene that one-ups the one from the week before as far as the chemistry is concerned. And that's why we're here on the Hallmark channel, is for the chemistry. And this checked the box, and it was real good. Those two were unbelievable. And they could have done anything, and I probably would have been in on it. But you know what? Hallmark did a thing. They tried a new thing. It was big. It was different. It was fun. And as long as you don't think about it too much, you're going to leave, like I did, having a real good time with this thing that definitely did feel different. It did feel special. And I really enjoyed myself overall. Dano?
I clearly thought about it too much. I will say this. I think they're in the 4.5 hours that we have here of this special event. There's like 2 solid hours of Dan Like the Movie in there. Like the problem is that they're never all in one movie. This one starts out really strong. The first half of this is Niall Mater presents Providence Falls.
Gosh.
And he is unbelievable. And the fact that he disappears, never to be heard from again, about halfway through this movie is completely unacceptable and unfortunate. The chemistry between Katie Stevens and Lachlan Cornby, off the charts. I never for a second bought there was a love triangle in these movies. Never once. And by the third one, they quit trying to make one. I mean, I think you guys would even agree with that. You just don't care.
I think the problem is there is supposed to be a love triangle, and Cornby just can't help himself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, like, that chemistry
I don't
is
think
so crazy.
I don't think it was written or structured where the other two had. I think Hallmark can't do that because Hallmark has a unspoken promise to their viewers to not overly confuse them on who they're going to end up with.
It's supposed to be, though, right?
It's supposed to be, but it was not successful. And by the third one, it wasn't evident that it was ever close to being successful. That's unfortunate. Any sort of thinking about limbo versus purgatory versus the other side versus heaven versus, it doesn't really line up. But I think the biggest crime is that this movie, this special event had so much, you're welcome, had so much going for it, and the performances are so good that this had a lot of mileage. It could have easily been a series. The last 45 minutes of this last special event feels so rushed. And then this happens, and then this happens, and then twist, this is the bad guy, and now he saved him, and now he can say, and it turns out it doesn't matter, fate really never mattered, blah, blah, blah. And then a year later, they're married, and she still did the thing. And it was like, why did we like from what I understand from Aaron, this is 3 books. Like, why did we make it 4.5 hours of movie when I think most people that are watching this and enjoyed it would have enjoyed it more as a 10 episode series, 40 minutes a pop, and then maybe a season 2 or 3. If you can do that with Chicken Sisters and you can do that with The Way Home, this seems like then dive into the love triangle. Make us think it could go either way on this. I think the performances across the board are really, really good in this special event. It just felt rushed and underdeveloped, and the chemistry of Quarmby and Stevens goes a long way. The sheer just, bravura of Niall Mater goes a long way. But if you think about it any further than that, it's kind of a mess, and I feel like it could have been a lot more.
Yeah, I will say the love triangle thing is definitely would have been able to pull it off a little bit more as a series, because there's not a single person, I refuse to believe it, that was Team Finn.
Finn?
No,
Get out of here.
And I think you could, if you had more time early on to set up the two, they basically have 2 scenes before Liam shows up where they're like, hey, I like you, this type of thing. And we never really get to feel that. And so to make that love triangle hit a little bit more, there's gotta be that's as much as we like to knock When Calls the Heart,
it was a boon for them.
They had teams because she spends time with both of those guys and the chemistry was good with both of them, blah blah blah. This we didn't really get that. No after seeing the chemistry between Liam and Cor over there, who's like, give me Finn, please. Can we try Finn on for size?
When Calls the Heart milked a love triangle for 6 seasons. They could have easily made 10 quality episodes, 20 quality episodes of will they or won't they with these 3, and they just didn't want to do it.
Let's get to all the fields before we talk about when this week is fields. We'll start with me. Bright Guy.
Yeah, Dan, first of all, you know what they could have done maybe to slow it down a little?
What's that?
Book him on a Frontier flight.
Dude, a Frontier flight would have done it.
Slow it right on down.
They would have made it up in the air.
They make it up in the air. We'll make it up in the air. We are 3 hours behind. It was an 1.5 hour flight. We'll make it up in the air.
Heck of a tailwind
we will
coming.
seat Finn next to Cora.
That's right.
And they'll have the whole Frontier flight to talk.
That's true. Bad idea. Just workshop. So my feels...
Extra legroom's going to cost you.
The wood ceiling in Liam's guest house. Are you kidding me right now?
You kidding me right now?
That ceiling, that guest house, but that ceiling. I've always wanted a nice wood ceiling.
Clearly.
Really nice. But my real feels, the casting department, it absolutely destroyed this series, this special event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aaron Lally, Annalise Tilling were listed on IMDb as the working apartment. Just the secret sauce, but also the necessary ingredient.
Wow.
So special. They did such an awesome
worked
job.
Way too hard on this.
Are there secret sauces that aren't necessary?
I don't think we would
the
ever
secret
even
sauce,
know.
but also the special ingredient. I think you're saying the same thing there, buddy.
I think it's very different.
The linchpin, also the cog in the wheel.
So they just what a great job. Just everybody in their role was so great.
Yeah.
And that's just really
the straw that stirs the drink.
I agree. It was a really well casted program. The chair scene's nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts. That scene, the whole setup, right? The way that they're talking about food, the wine pour where she keeps pulling it to get him close, all of it, and then the pulling the chair, nuts, crazy. What a scene, chemistry, crazy. And then when Niall Mater lights that drink on fire, amazing. Niall Mater, he cooked.
Yeah. Oh man,
so hard in this special event, and I didn't see it coming. And it was he brought so much to it. And honestly, I would have already really liked this special event. Niall Mater took it to another level. There's so much to like about this special event, and we've talked about all of it. Niall Mater's pretty high. It's probably the chemistry between the leads and Niall Mater.
1A, yes.
And it's every scene that he's the secret sauce and he's a necessary ingredient.
That's right. Special.
And really, what a performance. It was so good. Dano?
Yeah, I'll echo that. The chair scene was amazing. I actually think the dress scene in 1 is the best of those. You said they get better every week. I think the dress scene's the best one, but that's splitting hairs. The chair scene's amazing, but Niall Mater.
How about we reenact both and we see which one
I love
works
that.
better?
We'll put it on the vlog. Here's the thing
Liam and
about
Cora could
Niall
judge it.
is we can do all the feels now made her now and the wait what in moments, or I can just do both now, which is the first 45 minutes of this movie. He is so good that to me, it's clear we're setting up for some sort of biblical show. Like I was looking forward to see him continually unravel until he loses and go like full flames.
They were going to play Carmen's the champion, and we were going to have a good time.
I just, and then for him to just disappear after the last scene with, is it Suzette, I couldn't believe it. I was so disappointed. But when he's on screen, holy moly, he's crushing it.
Sorry, I'm thinking about the champion.
Yep.
We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to get to the wait, what, and the what, the Hallmark here on Deck the Hallmark.
That was weird. That was weird. It was on a delay there.
Hi. Hey, Dan.
Yeah, I'm down here live.
How's it going, Brand? Good?
Doing good, buddy. You ready to talk about the wait, what?
Yeah, man, let's do it. Let's line it up.
All right. So as part of the show, we're talking about what in this movie made us go, wait, what?
I already mentioned the Nile one, but I'll try to come up with a few more.
We're gonna let Brian go first, Dan. All right,
Brian gets to go first again.
All right, Brian, you go ahead, buddy.
All right. Wait, what? It was so cute how they pretend they can't tap Magnus's phone in the United States of America.
Adorable.
Have you heard of the Patriot Act? You can do whatever you
Yeah,
want,
dude.
whenever you want.
It's not that hard.
Another wait, what? The HEPWC in Magnus's car. No evidence markers.
HEPWC.
Oh, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys didn't. Yeah, it's
HEPWC.
just the high end precision window cutter. I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah,
used
that's
the
on me.
layman's.
That's on me.
They just.
The Hepwick, as we call it.
I love it when Brian sets up a joke but doesn't tell us what we need to know ahead of time.
He really counts on us to buy in.
And for
guys will-
some
we'll get
reason,
there.
We don't.
if for some reason,
get
the
there.
very, very low opportunity that we weren't paying attention there, you would have been left out to dry.
You'd have been like, you'd have had to keep
I was
going.
prepared for that.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
prepared.
you got to be around
Dustin said, "Big risk, big reward."
That's true.
right.
Discless this
That'll-
week.
You'll understand that. But that
get it tomorrow.
This very specialized tool
For a special event.
for a very special event, secret ingredient, special sauce, sitting in plain view. Nobody noticed
No.
it, and she immediately
No.
clocks it. Oh yeah, just a high end precision window cutter. Like obviously that's
It was
what
like
that
a
is.
scene from The Naked Gun.
Yes.
It should have been labeled.
So they
Yeah.
get the photographer on it real quick.
Yeah.
Like it's just okay. I guess you have to have a coincidence like that once in a while.
Yeah,
it
man.
just has to have. My favorite, the architecture in Providence Falls is insane. Cora's house is like this sprawling Victorian house with a full guest house. Incredible. Finn's place is like this modern chic. You step down into the living room, all glass, like incredible.
We're paying police officers too much money.
Yeah, maybe that's
You know what I mean?
maybe
We're
that's
just
part
paying
of
them
it.
too much money.
There's a lot of money floating around.
Yeah.
Meredith and her dead husband's house. The place are incredible. Like every property that they go
Yeah.
to is different and unique and like incredible. So like get Architecture Weekly digest out there ASAP.
with their Hepwicks.
And the other was just the cloning.
The cloning
thing
of
on
the
the
phone.
and
was-
it's just crazy, ridiculous. I would have boggled it. I would have messed it up. But when
perfect timing there.
yeah, it really
Perfect
worked
timing,
out.
yeah.
When Liam said though, I did it because Magnus hurt Cora.
Oh, it's forgiven.
That's
Sure.
right, do
You
whatever.
you did the right thing.
His
It
name's
was-
Magnus. He had it coming. If your name is Magnus,
Unbelievable.
I don't think you get the Bill of Rights.
No, none of that. No leeway, no anything. You get nothing. So yeah, that it really the cloning seemed to make perfect sense after he explained that.
I've got a few. One, at one point, Bale mentions that he plucked Suzette from purgatory.
Come on, guys.
Which is that different than Limbo? I don't know. Foggy
Yikes.
on those details.
Purgatory is the hell.
We've
limbo.
It might
used
be.
Limbo
consistently.
and then to hear Purgatory, it was a little bit jarring for me. I always love when somebody who's not a part of a conversation hears it across the room and chimes in, which is exactly what happens with Suzette at the coffee, the cat at one point. Cora and it's either Liam or Finn are having a conversation, and she from across the room just goes, "Tell me about it," and then walks in and starts joining the conversation. I love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. So after she finds out that Liam, the whole limbo, purgatory, all of it, and how his job is for the destiny. She's like, you haven't told me about my destiny. And it's just so funny that her destiny is nonprofit. Like it's so like, can you imagine just being like in this all of this is so you can do your nonprofit work and just send so many emails and fundraising events and you're gonna
on
be
a loop.
just gonna be applying for grants nonstop. Hopefully some of them come through. That's
and
it.
That's it?
That's it. Okay.
It is the not-for-profit that you're already a part of.
To get this right.
Yes, the not-for-profit that that you're already doing.
Yep.
It is that,
but more
but more
for longer.
When I found out that Suzette was a cat burglar, I didn't think much of it until my buddy Dan pointed out that the name of the coffee shop is The Cat.
Explains that.
Yeah.
Is the coffee shop named The Cat because she was a cat burglar?
I think it was. I think so, unfortunately.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We were supposed to put it together.
Last but not least, when Batty Finocchio gets caught, right?
Yep.
And he, holds up the gun.
Crazy.
He turns off the lights, right?
In the mines.
And for all of 3 seconds, it's dark in there. And
Suzette turns the light back on.
and he had somehow made it around them because he's like running through right behind them. Amazing work. The thing is, though, is if they can't see him, he can't see them.
Oh, he's done
there was
this
a lot of risk.
a dozen times.
No, he
a lot of risk running around them in the dark around
with that bad leg he's got that they
The
mentioned.
craziest part of that, though, is one of them has a flashlight.
Yeah.
That's on, and then when he turns the light off, the flashlight goes out.
It's light-powered flashlight. Yeah.
What?
I don't know if it was off or if it was aimed down. Like I don't know because at some point
it
it comes
completely
back.
black.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a terrible scene, real bad.
Sometimes he run around him.
Listen, we've been circling this for a while now, but this is the worst supportive father I've ever seen. Listen, there are sometimes in these movies where the dad is bad on purpose, like he's not a good father. In this series, this special event, if you will, for 4.5 hours, this dad who's, and I'm using air quotes if you're watching on Philo, proud of his daughter for being a detective and getting her first murder case. For 4.5 straight hours, he's like, you need to get off the murder case. You need to stop being on the murder case. And if you want to tell me he's just being protective, I am sorry. She followed in your footsteps. She's now a detective. The fact that you are just trying to undermine her ability to do her job for 4.5 straight hours is crazy. Like, just be like, hey, how can I help you? That's all you got to do. It's not hard. Pretty easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you think he knew there was some weird activity there? And
I don't know what anybody knows in these movies. Yeah. There's that. That's the other thing. Mm-hmm. You mentioned it in the synopsis, Brian, but the jump that one Katie Stevens, Cora, makes from dreams to this has to be reincarnation is otherworldly. You asked me how many dreams would it take before I was like, this is reincarnation. And I said, infinity. Yeah. Someone would have to be like, you're having these dreams. Reincarnation's real. Let me prove it. You're having these dreams because you used to be this person. Here's some pictures of you from back then. I would need so much. She has maybe 6 dreams. And on the 6th one, she wakes up and the constellation or cloud or whatever the hell he names that thing, he says again. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's reincarnation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's reincarnation. It all clicked in. It's reincarnation.
Well, the necklace, too, is named after her.
That's right.
And so that's a little bit.
But still.
Yeah.
For her to immediately go, I was alive 200 years ago. Son of a bee.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They clone the phone, and then the phone that they clone gets a text. And the text is, meet me at the state park on the back road in 10 minutes. Buddy, give me a little more time.
10 minutes is tough.
That's like... There are a lot of things. I could have my shoes off. There's a lot. Do I live beside the state park? 10 minutes.
And then when we get to the state, like
it's 10 hours.
It's in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Right? It's in the thick of the woods on a mountain somewhere. 10 minutes tops.
Yeah.
That's all I can
That's all I use. Speed, man. If you're not there in 10 minutes.
You know the one.
Bale, played by Niall Mater, before he disappears, never to be heard from again, is really mad that Suzette has a thing for Finn. And I feel like that helps him.
Yeah.
Why is he so mad that Suzette and Finn might get together. He wants Liam and Cora to get together. Doesn't that seems like it would be better?
It was a weird, because it was part, like, he brought it up too earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, like, I can tell that basically you're having feelings. And then an hour later, he's like, tisk, tisk, tisk.
I don't understand. Like, let them do their thing. That helps you, bro. We went from the sublime to the ridiculous on not saying the word hell in these 3 movies, because we started with Limbo and then Angels a little, but Limbo and basically that's it. We've added Purgatory, we've added Angels, and then when it's all said and done, we meet Gabriel, an Archangel Gabriel, right? And then we meet Niall from the other side. Niall's from the other side, and they even say he's from the other side and he's against the angels. Guys, what are we doing? Just call him a demon or the devil or whatever. Like, I don't understand. He's from the other side.
I wonder if is it like to keep your
TVPG?
G rating
TVG,
or whatever
whatever.
it is? Like, can you not say it? Is it like PG-13? You get one hard F, you know? Like, what is it?
I don't know. It's weird.
It's a question.
It's a
for
weird
the makers.
Before they go into these mines that are boarded up,
To the mines.
there is a sign right above the mines, giant sign that says danger, keep out,
Yeah.
please board it up. And they're like, you think this is good? Or is it like Clooney and Pitt in Ocean's 11? You think we need one more? I think we need one more. They get a second sign with a giant skull and crossbones. It is like, they protest too much. It is very clearly like, please come in these boarded up mines.
Anything more than one danger keep out makes me
Yeah.
want to go in.
But
I don't know what that says about me.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
I want
that
to go
says
in.
a lot about you.
There's 2 signs. That's one too
Cancel
many.
each other out.
This
It
is
means
the-
that I should go in.
This is the biggest one, and a reason I could never be friends with any of the people in this movie. They go in the mines. Liam gets lost. They all know he's lost. They don't care. He gets lost, and they're like, Suzette's like, we got to keep moving.
Yep.
And Cora's like, I guess we'll leave him. They're like, we're going. Liam, I know it's dark, and you're lost, but hopefully you find your way back
Yeah,
out.
good luck.
You're lost in the mines. We got to keep moving. There's nothing we can do. Could we shine our flashlight? Could we try to meet you in the middle? Could we just make sure our party stays together, as is taught in literally every single safety class where you go in a cave or a mine to tour it? Nah, Liam, well, you made a bad decision, and I hear you. I can't really spend any more time on you right now. We got to keep moving. You're lost forever. Sorry, not sorry. That's all I got.
It's time for What the Hallmark is, where we wonder what could have been. Maybe have a clarity and question we still have. What are we still wondering about? We're not going to get any more answers. This is it. So what are you still wondering about, Bri?
I'm wondering, we saw Batty Finocchio go over the cliff, but
Yep.
we didn't see anything else. And I just want to know, like, are they going after him? Did they make sure he's done for? Did he get arrested? Like, we didn't see what happened there. So, and I got to imagine somebody corrupted him. This is not his fault somehow down the line. Like, I don't believe that Matty Finocchio is this evil. So.
Oh, I think he was great at it. I didn't see it coming.
No, I
didn't see it coming.
Me either. It was perfect.
In fact, I was kind of upset that they wasted like I've always felt like an Erica Tuvley or Matty Finocchio heel turn in a mystery movie would be, and I feel like it was kind of wasted here. But I didn't see it coming because
No,
I don't think
I
you
didn't
can.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah. They cut ahead a year, and we find out that they're already married, which, wow, good for them.
Quick. They've been in love for 200 years,
What's
Brand.
the timeline? Like, how quick do they? That's exactly right, Dano. At that point, do you immediately just let's go to the courthouse? Like, how quickly was the marriage? All that stuff, and like, what about that decision to cut to a year later and have them be married? That was an interesting decision. What about it? That's all I have to say. What about it, Dano?
I mean, I can't believe it got to me, but Niall Mater is Bale spinoff immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that that's not Hallmark's thing. Put it on one of the channels that you guys have. Like, you've quit on Hallmark Plus. Put it there. Like, make like a Lucifer
Quit on
type.
Hallmark Mystery.
Yeah,
Just put it there.
like a Lucifer type show, but with Niall as Bale. I mean, sign me up right this second. He was that good, and you just took him from us without any explanation.
Yeah.
I would love to know the explanation as to why Niall Mater's not in the last 40 minutes of this movie. I would love to know. We don't get any big scene with the big bad.
I'm so like I'm pretty mad that the potential for a Brennan Penny Niall Mater
Oh my
face
God.
off
That would have been great.
on the top of Providence Falls was there for the taking. Like for him not to show up and like do some sort of like try to talk him out of
Yeah,
it. Or, like,
exactly.
try to put like was so weird. Like
And
it was perfect.
and
And
what
it was there for the taking.
The fact that they didn't do that made Brendan Penny as Gabriel just seem like a weird cameo. I know you're a pinhead. I'm not mad at Brendan Penny, but that scene felt off because it didn't have Niall Mater in it. And it just felt like Penny showed up as a favor to somebody to do a scene. It didn't feel like he was a part of the movie, and I hated that.
Like imagine like so like he gets shot right and she's like on the ground and Penny's there and he
Yeah.
like shows up and he's down there like telling like whispering
boy.
stuff
Yeah.
to him like hey
Let's
don't
go.
like he's gonna like he like you could even lie like he's cheated on you in every lifetime
right.
like just trying
Let's
to
go.
push this thing. I don't know.
Sign me up. I know. I'm in.
Okay. We did it, everybody. Congratulations to us. Providence Falls is in the books. It's time for double decker of the week. It is where we dive deep into the life of a double decker who signed up. RainbowJamPlus.com is the place that you can do that. You get all sorts of good stuff, including ad-free podcasts, a Facebook community that is off the charts, and Brian does a deep dive into your life, whether you like it or not, and tells everybody about it.
I
Who
don't
do
know
we
if that's
have?
the cell that you think it is.
Well, wait until they hear it.
Yeah, this week we have Bonnie Rivas.
Yeah!
Bonnie Rivas.
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Bonnie had a really good idea.
Yeah?
Yeah. Bonnie dabbles in wedding planning. Which
Okay.
is pretty fun little side hustle.
It's
she's
a
got.
weird thing to just dabble in.
Yeah, I guess. Unless
Okay.
you're Bonnie.
Unless
Three
you're
of us.
Bonnie.
Like, so she doesn't do it a lot, but occasionally she'll.
Well,
plan
she's
a
sort of on
wedding.
the periphery of it, on the riff, if you will.
Sure, she's on that
She
riff.
set
On
up
the
a
riff.
website that caters to post-first marriages.
So these are marriage planning, wedding planning for marriages after your first.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you're
exactly.
getting married for the second time.
That's right.
You
At
call
least.
Bonnie.
That's right. You
Yes.
call
Could be
Bonnie.
third or fourth.
Any number.
Yes.
Any number. Pick a number.
8.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
33.
yes, she's really scaled it up.
Yeah.
So what it's for though is for the actual wedding planners. And so as you're planning somebody's initial wedding, there is now a place you can go to kind of report on what the bride and groom are like as partners in the wedding planning process. So it's sort of like for the wedding planners of future weddings.
Okay, so she's helping plan for wedding planners for future.
Yeah,
weddings.
exactly.
Okay.
And she calls it Bridezillo. So you go on there,
Yeah.
you get all the info about the bride. What was she like? What was the groom like? Are they a nightmare? Are they not? Are they cool?
This is really good stuff.
Thank
This
you.
is not a bad idea.
This
I feel
is like almost so good it should be a thing.
now. I will say that's not to say that people can't change. Sometimes people
true.
are more relaxed their second wedding.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So-
yeah, it doesn't account for that. That's kind of one of the downsides, I guess, because you could look like a nightmare.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do? It's really hard to get it scrubbed. You know, it's hard to scrub that internet data.
Yeah,
so-
hard to scrub the Zillow, the Bridezillo. listing.
Bridezillo.
Can I ask you this? Is this a paid platform? Like if you are in the wedding
Yeah.
planning business, you pay for this
That's
information?
right. You can subscribe.
Okay.
But I think it looks like where the money is kind of holding against the brides and grooms who are on there. It's sort of like, yeah, it's tough. It looks like
So you're saying Bonnie's in the blackmail
it's
business?
a little bit of a
Interesting.
blackmail.
So not as good as I originally
well,
thought. Of an
it's
idea.
taken
Yeah.
a turn. It's more of a
Yeah.
black veil situation. But yeah, it's
Did you say black veil?
Yeah. A little-
That's pretty
little
good.
wedding, thank you.
Could be
Yeah.
honest, that was pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, snuck
It's quick
that
on
one
your
in
feet.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All
it's
right.
that's where the money seems to be right now.
Well,
but you know,
Just
you don't
because the
know.
money's there doesn't mean you have to go stoop to that level. Maybe let's just see if the
Yeah.
Let's
the
stop
wedding
people
planners
before. Yeah.
get on it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We did it, everybody. Congratulations to us, Chicken Sisters, Mystery Island, another Netflix
Another one.
movie. What is it? Snowflake Sister?
Snowflake. Snow
What
Sister. Hey,
Snow Sister.
That's a good one.
All that's coming up this week on Deck the Hallmark. Coming back for that. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.